Good evening. Happy Sunday. How are my friends tonight? It is day 3 of our kit release. I am Tony with October Road Studio. We recently changed from Australian to October Road Studio. And I have a super fun mini Hello Fall banner kit that I am releasing today. Hello, Libby. Welcome. If you're jumping on, please turn that front porch light on and spread this video, share it, string it along. We're still using stringing. We're doing all the things. Hello, Heather Middleton. How are you? I'm still using my same cup, y'all. Hello, Denise Poland. How are you? Remember, I actually need to cut some more little strips. If you share this video, then you get a chance to go into, we go back and check who shared it because it tells us who shares it. We put names into the basket. I need to get that basket tomorrow and show y'all how full it's getting already. And then tonight I'm going to tell you another way you can get into it. Hello, Mindy. Hello, Mama Jackie. Hello, Dana. Hello, hello. Hello, Valerie. How are you? There, Facebook's telling everyone I'm live. Hello, Jenny. Can I ask you guys a favor? If, I think that Facebook has unchecked some people from following the page. I don't know how it does that, but if you would just make sure that your notifications are on, that way you get notified when I go live. Also, we have the Telegram. Yes, you share on your page, and it will show, that you shared, and then we will put your name in the basket. Hello, Bonnie. I don't know why it does that. Hello, Jenny Friedman. How are you? Hello, hello, Miss Joe. Thank you for the hearts. You guys are so sweet. Okay, look at this fun kit. Isn't this super fun? This is a real wood frame. I just turned it around for you. We've got some clothespins. They're mini clothespins. Hello, Regina. Hello, hello. How is everyone? Okay, so we've got some mini clothespins. I'm going to set them to the side. We've got some greenery that I tied to, and this is listed in the Facebook shop already. This kit is $30 and that includes shipping, okay? That includes shipping. So we've got some greenery that is an option to use. We've got some drop cloth canvas. We're going to use that. We've got 2 pieces of scrapbook paper, actually 4 pieces. We're going to see how much it actually takes tonight. This was a last minute thought that I thought would be really cute. This one's kind of like a fall color mustard yellow. And then of course we have the black and white buffalo check or gingham. Hello, Gina. How are you? Welcome. We have some twine, and I have more twine over here. Of course, you know I'm not going to do a project without some buttons. So we have some buttons. Here's some buttons right here. Hello, Christine Gallant. How are you? Thank you, everyone, for being here with me this Sunday evening. Okay, so before I came live, I actually printed this off. I made these on my computer, and then I had to send them to my phone and then send them to my printer because our Wi-Fi situation is a mess right now. But they look like this when they're cut, okay? So what we're doing is Hello Fall. So fall would go down here. And I'm just gonna save some time because we are going to put some paper. I'm gonna put some paper behind mine. You don't have to. We can see what it looks like without the paper, and then we can decide if we want to put the paper on. But it's gonna kind of be something like this. Isn't that adorable? Hello, Miss Tracy. Hello, Stephanie. You guys are all so sweet. I'm so happy everyone's jumping on this Sunday evening. It's not even afternoon. Okay, so I took the glass out and I'm gonna move this over a little bit. The frame, well, I'm just gonna set the frame up in front of me for a second. And hopefully this is okay to do, but Miss Lori sent me this awesome iron from Amazon. And I will try, I'm trying to get my Amazon store back up. I'm just not very good with the tech part of this stuff, you guys. And it works so good. So I would recommend when you get your, it works really good if you turn the iron on though. Turn the iron on and you can iron it on your ironing board. I'm kind of going risque and ironing it right on my glass. It's not very high, but I just want to make sure it's nice and straight, no wrinkles, because we're going to Mod Podge this to the glass, and then we're going to stick the glass into the frame. Hello, Linda from Louisiana. Welcome. I missed the names. I'm sorry. If you're new here, please let us know so we can give you a proper welcome.
Is this old?
What's the date on it, sweetheart?
0829.
Yes, that is old. Do not drink it. Sorry. Old milk. Sorry. Jackson was going to have some syrup. I'll make some grilled cheese when I'm done if you want that. Or some quesadillas. The milk is old. My bad. Hello, hello. So I am just making sure that a majority of these wrinkles are out of this fabric, because we're going to Mod Podge it onto the glass and then cut around it as it dries. So in your kit you'll get this piece of canvas cloth. You get everything I just showed you and probably some extra stuff because that's how I roll. Hello Louise, how are you? What is Valerie's page name? Cannot find it. Someone else is looking as well. Valerie who? Vanessa? Are you looking for Vanessa? Is it Vanessa? I'm not sure of Valerie. Vanessa is I'll be, like OWL, B, just B, not BE, just B, crafty. That's her Facebook page. And you can get to all of her fun places that way. Hi, sweetheart. I think it's in my bathroom, on my counter. Hello, Vicky. Yes, Vanessa. Yes, it's I'll be crafty. Just B, not BE. I'll be crafty. Maybe she'll pop on. If anyone sees Vanessa jump on here, let me know and we'll. And Mindy, I have my watch on tonight. I finally found it. So if you need to text me, then you can. And we'll see if it works. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my fabric and turn it over. This has my paint on it. I'm gonna put some Mod Podge on my glass. You guys know how I am with Mod Podge. This is always an adventure for me with my Mod Podge. Where's Miss Yvonne? She's not here to walk me through it. I don't see her on here yet. No worries, Denise. We get mixed up all the time. No worries. It's Vanessa with I'll Be Crafty, and then she has I'll Be Home Decor, but it's B, just B, not BE. And it's Darlene. Her stuff is Darlene. And she has been a very good friend and a very supportive business friend to me through my journeys. Her and Stacy and lots of people have been amazing. Miss Yvonne, oh goodness. Regina with Prairie Roads, she's been great. I have lots of creator friends that are always checking in on me. Hello, Miss Karen. Hi, Vicki. Oh, Lynette, thank you. I don't know, sometimes I'm such a hot mess. I don't know, if you like hot mess crafting, then I feel like it's been crazy. This last week has been crazy, but I'm just so excited about all the changes that I can't, like, I don't know. I struggle with ADHD anyway, and it just seems like it's in overdrive right now. So now I'm gonna put this on here and just smooth it out as best I can. And if you guys have all your techniques of how you do Mod Podge, then you use them. Just use them away. Look at y'all talking to each other. I love it. Conversations are always good. If you would turn that front porch light on, that means share or sprinkle, pass this video along. It really helps our page. I am trying so hard to get to 10,000. I want to get to 10,000 before the end of the year. By Christmas would be amazing. So I'm working really hard to go live, do all the posts, do all the things. But look at, that's really smooth, y'all. Smooth. That's what we want. Uh-oh, I keep freezing. Tomorrow the Wi-Fi thing will be figured out. I'm sorry. I hope, am I freezing for everyone? Hello, Renee. How are you? Oh goodness, I hope it's not going to be one of those nights. Freezing there too. I have all my bars. Let me check something real quick. Let me just check real quick. 1 second. Okay. The Wi-Fi's off. If it gets too bad, I may have to stop. Just let me know. I'm good. Hi, Teresa. How am I for everyone else? Am I still freezing a lot? So here's my glass with my Mod Podge and my canvas on it. Y'all see that? I'm gonna let that dry for a little while. I'm gonna set it to the side. I'm gonna grab my scrapbook paper and my little letters. And hello, Robin. You're better today, Carmen? What was going on? And I'm gonna bring the top of my so we're gonna start at this end because we're gonna put them in order. Hello, Brenda McDowell. I'm good, Tracy. Okay, we'll just keep going. Hopefully it won't be really bad. And then I'm gonna take a glue stick and I'm gonna glue. You could Mod Podge these on too, but I think glue is just fine. I'm gonna personally use the yellow mustard polka dots, but you get both. You'll get the buffalo check, and you'll also get the yellow mustard polka dots. And I am putting the first letter on like that. See? What do you guys think so far? So now I need my E. Doing the same thing. Just gonna do the same thing. And if you don't like the colors that are coming with the kit, you can always replace it. You don't have to even put anything on if you don't want to. You can just leave it plain. It looks plain. It looks good plain too. It really does. So I'm spacing them about 1/4 of an inch apart. And then I'm lining them up with the top. This is when I wish Aunt Peggy was here to do my cutting for me, because we get to that cutting part and those straight lines kill me every time. Hello, Miss Janie. Hello, Brenda. Brenda Jones. Woo-wee, it's been a Sunday, y'all. Okay, so I got all my stuff ready for the porch out front to decorate it. And I decided I really need a wooden crate. And I really thought I had one, and I think I do have one in the building. So we're gonna wait and do that tomorrow. But all my stuff is sitting on the front porch, so I gotta go pull it in. Hello, Judy and Linda. So I gotta go pull it in, because I'm sure my neighbors, they have a little surveillance camera on their door too. And I am sure that they think that I have lost my mind. Wait till I go out there with my camera and my tripod, or my phone and my tripod, and I'm filming and talking to myself with y'all. They're really gonna think that I've lost my mind. I don't know what they think. I've got my white sunflowers out there. I've got my milk jug, my old galvanized milk jug that I got from Mistress of Marketplace. I've got my wire cutters are out there. They're in a neat little pile because I was wanting to go live. And I have a little lantern out there. Hi, Becky. Hello, Linda. And all these things, super cute stuff. And I was like, I can't do this without a box. Like, I've got to have a box, y'all. So I got to go look in the building tomorrow and see if I can find a box. If not, I'm going to go take my little saw out. I have a battery-operated skill saw. I'm going to go out to the property. Someone dropped off 5 pallets for me today out at the property, and I'm going to go cut myself some wood tomorrow, and I'm going to make myself a box. Hello, Amy. Hello, Marcella. Hello, hello. So that's how that's going to work, because I'm not going to go buy a box, but if I don't have one, I'm going to make one. Okay, so I just put all these on here, and that gives us some color. Like I said, you may not want color. You may just want to leave them plain, because I think they would look darling plain too. Let me just show you. If you put these with the black, look how cute that looks. It looks cute that way too, right? Prayers, please. You took fall Friday night and I'm in. Oh no, I'm sorry. I can't see who that was and my arms aren't long enough. But lots of Renee have bleeding. Uh-oh. Renee, that's terrible. Absolutely. You have our prayer. You have my prayers for sure. I have my handy dandy cutter that Miss Lori sent me. She sent me the iron and the cutter, you guys. I was so excited. Hello, Miss Caitlin and Miss Pam. So we're gonna cut this, hopefully, right down so that it shows enough of the yellow. Like that. And then I'm gonna go cut the end. And then you might have some pieces if you want to use those for something as well. And I'm gonna slice it up. And then I'm just gonna go in between each one and try to make sure I get the right measurements, because I'm just not great at that. Like that. We're gonna have to trim them, you guys. We are. That one's better. That one was better. Let's see, let's try this one. If I go up the middle of the polka dots, it seems like it's better. Middle of the polka dots. I recommend doing the middle of the polka dots when you space these, and it gives you a pretty good even, like that. Sorry. You okay? I have the kids trapped in here. This one has just a little too much and not enough on one side, so I'm gonna trim it just a titch. I'm gonna make some grilled cheese when I'm off your hair, sis. Unless you want to make some. Ah! I ripped it. Hold on, let's see if I can fix it. You don't want grilled cheese? Did you guys eat all of lunch?
Yeah.
What? Oh, there's chicken patties in the freezer. Those are good. Your sister brought them. All right, we may have a little thing we might have to fix. Let's see. I'm just gonna fix this piece that I just ripped. Okay, I have a prayer request for lots of people. Last night, Jenny Swindle was saying that there's fires at her favorite camping spot, and I did not realize that I have a cousin and his family that live in California, Northern California. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Coral. And sorry. I did not realize that their town is on fire. They've been completely evacuated, and it's up in Northern California. That's where I spent a lot of time when I named my page October Roads Studio. When I talk about the memories of October, a lot of my memories are Miss Coral. I am making tonight's kit reveal. It's on the Facebook page already. It's a mini fall banner. It says Hello Fall. So we just did the hello part, and now we're going to do the fall part. Anyway, I spent a lot of my time up there, and the town is literally, I think they said 37,000 plus acres have burned so far in Placer County, which is in Georgetown, California, and Forest Hill, California. Forest Hill is where my cousin and his family live, and he was on the news. I watched the news clip, and so when I was growing up, my grandparents had a grocery chain, and it was called Wharton's Market. And my uncle, he opened up a chain, his own Wharton's Market in Forest Hill, California. Well, a lot of people would go jeeping up in the foothills of California, like the Rubicon Mountains are all up there. And it's a real popular place to go. In fact, the Forest Hill Bridge, there's a bridge in Forest Hill, and it's like a totally different part of California than Southern California, like way different. It's all green, there's mountains. Well, it was green till the last couple days. Now it's on fire. But you know the movie Fast and Furious? Do y'all know that series? The movie Fast and Furious? The series, that movie, the race cars and I don't know. My kids love those shows, Fast and Furious. There's a bridge in one of the movies, or a couple of the movies, that they filmed, and they filmed it in Forest Hill on that bridge. You're here, but the great grandbaby is visiting. Oh, so fun, Nancy. That's fine. You're totally fine. Go spend time with that great grand. Anyway, the Fast and Furious bridge they made that bridge famous because they filmed a lot of the movie, the stunts and all the cars were going in and out on that bridge, and a lot of the suspenseful stuff was on that bridge. But anyway, that's the major way you get to Forest Hill, is on that bridge. And it's like this huge long bridge that connects two mountains together. And so they evacuated the whole town of Georgetown and Forest Hill, and they're like 20-ish miles apart, about 20-ish miles apart, or 17 miles apart, something like that. And they're curvy roads. I remember as a little girl, I would always wish I could invent a roller coaster that I could put inside of the mountain that would just go really fast and have the curves get over really fast. Isn't that the funniest thing? I hated those curves so much. I would get so sick all the time, no matter how many times. And we even lived up there for a while. That's where I started kindergarten. So it's a special place for our family, but they are burning down, literally burning down. And my cousin and his family, his kids are grown, but I think I'm not sure. I haven't seen him in a while. It's been quite several years. But him and his wife are amazing. And she pops on my page once in a while, Kelly. And they're good people, but we don't really see each other or talk to each other much because they're very busy and, you know, just part of it. But the fire, everyone was, they're on this mountain fighting these fires, and there's nothing there except for Wharton's Market. And so my cousin Johnny opened up the store specifically just for everyone fighting fires, all the personnel, everybody involved. And so it made the news, and it was a really sweet clip. If I can figure out how to put it on my Facebook page, I will. Because he just said, we just do what we do. We do what we do. And that's kind of like, you know, I kind of say that a lot. My mom says that. We do what we do. Like, it's just what we do, right? We help where we can. We do what we do. So they just opened up their market. They pulled him back in from being evacuated, and he opened up his market, and the workers just go in and get what they need, what they want, and that's how they're helping the community. So lots of prayers for Northern California, because they are definitely, that fire is not contained, not even 1%. The wind is picked up and shifted, and it's terrible. Hello, Liz. Hello, Karen. Okay, so I've Mod Podged the canvas cloth to the glass, and now I'm cutting around it because I want it to fit back in my frame. And I don't want to cut the glass, so you want to be very careful when you're doing this. You don't want to cut your fingers on the glass. You don't want to... And you don't have to use the glass. You can use this on the cardboard. I just figured it would look nice this way. And then this project doesn't really take that long, but it's a nice frame and it's a fun piece. Like, you can use it on a mantle, on a table, a shelf. You can use it totally different, random. You can use your scrap pieces to make little flowers with. But look, see, that looks nice. We have like our base. And then I'm gonna take some twine, jute twine, and I'm gonna wrap it from one side to the other with a little bit of give, but not a lot, because I know it will pull. And the only thing I forgot, which I won't forget in the actually, this will work. You'll take a piece, I just came up with this part. You'll take a piece of your leftover canvas and cut 2 pieces off of it so you can secure your twine on the back of your glass. Okay, so I am going to take my glue gun and I'm going to put some glue on there, and then I'm gonna lay my twine down on it, and then I'm gonna take my canvas cloth and lay it on top to secure it and give it that hold that it needs. Isn't it awesome, Nancy? I think it's awesome. I wish I had more contact with them, but they're so busy and I live so far away. We do they have twin boys that are the same age as my Marshall. They're 25, I think. I think that's how old they are. But they're great people. They've done some mission work, and I just remember it was him and then me in the grandkid lineup. I was the oldest granddaughter and he's the oldest grandson. But we just never really, we kind of got to grow up together, but not really. So I'm just putting these on here, like that. Okay, so I have one line, and see it has a little give, kind of like a guitar. Okay, so then my second one, I'm actually gonna do a test real quick and see how far this goes down. So you're gonna take your little clothespin and you're going to attach it to your twine and attach it to your letter, and then you're gonna see, oh, I just glued it to the tablecloth, y'all. That's funny. Okay. Oh, I hope I didn't go too low. Might have to move it up. So you want to make sure that you have enough room. So the next one, I'm going to bring up just a little bit, like that. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to glue it to the back. With pieces from my canvas. So 2 pieces to secure it in place. Thank you for turning my porch slide on, Tracy. That'll get your name in that drawing, and there's some good prizes. Okay, so here's tonight's little challenge, or whatever you want to call it, to get your name an extra add-in to the basket is I have started a Pinterest page for October Road Studio. If you have Pinterest, don't go get Pinterest just because of this, because there's lots of ways to get your name in the drawing. But if you have Pinterest and you are out on Pinterest perusing, there's only one board that's started, and it's a scripture board that I started, a scripture quote board that I started. And if you will go over and start following my Pinterest board, it's gonna have lots of fun stuff on it, kind of like how my decor ideas that I do, inspirational stuff like the scripture board, ways to help, you know, organize, family organization, gifting ideas, DIY ideas, all the fun things if you have Pinterest. Hello, Karen. Y'all, I'm gonna unplug my iron. Maybe not. It's too far away from me. Okay, so now I'm gonna take, so now we have 2 lines and our canvas, okay? And this kit is live in the Facebook shop, so you can go and get it. It is there and ready for you to get, and for me to get it out to you this week. I'm super excited because I think this one's gonna turn out really cute. Okay, so I'm gonna put this, hopefully I put this in right. We're gonna put the glass in, just like that. And then I'm gonna close it up. See, so it's not too hard of a project. It's just a little time consuming, but not too bad. And we're not done yet though. We've got to embellish it. What, babe? Probably about 15 minutes. Sorry, I'm just securing these little back latches on the frame. You could do this vertically or horizontally too if you wanted to, I suppose. But I chose to do it horizontally. Okay, and then it sits up like that. So you have a frame like this, and this is a nice frame. Okay, so now we're gonna take our clothespins that match the frame, and we're gonna start putting them on our lines like a clothesline. So there's our H, and here's our E. And you can put them perfectly straight and space them out. You can put them cattywampus. You can put them however. And remember not to leave your rope too tight, too loose, because it will pull the weight of your clothespins, and the weight of your paper and your cardstock will pull your rope down. So you want to kind of make it taut. Let's see. I just want to scoot this over. Whoop. Another thing you could also do if you don't want to use the clothespins is you could punch holes in these and tie them on, which would be super cute too. Now I'm getting nervous. I hope I didn't make these too big. They fit before when I was doing a trial run, but I didn't. I added this paper at the last minute. I might have to trim the paper down. You might have to be careful when you put the paper on. Just make sure it fits, because that was a last minute thought I had. It looks kind of crowded. I don't know about that. I don't know about that part, how I feel about that part. Might have to trim them just a little bit. What do you guys think? Hello, Verlyn. Have Pinterest, but what? I missed it. Hello, Margaret Tatum. Welcome. Thank you, everyone, for being here and turning that porch light on, spreading this video out into the Facebook lands. We're doing this. Yeah, adding the paper definitely took up a lot more space that I hadn't had previously planned out for. Because before it fit I loved the way that it looked before, but it's okay. We could, like that. Because before I had it spaced to where you could take some of your greenery and add it at the ends. Actually, I'm just gonna add it to my clothespin over here. I was gonna add it on the ends of each side and then put a button on and just cut the greenery into 4 pieces. But with the added scrapbook paper, it makes it really crowded. But that is kind of what there's that one. But now I kind of want to do you guys care if I cut this other one out real quick? Let me cut this out and show you how it looks. Let's just do this real quick. I cut these with scissors because I'm always afraid that I'm not going to get the cut right with my little trimmer. So I just go ahead and hand cut them out. So let me cut these out. I just want to show you the difference, because you might like the more simple look. I kind of like the simple look now that I'm looking at this, but I always want to give you guys options. So this is going to be your second option. And we'll just do the hello without adding the paper. You may like it better, but you get to pick. That's the beauty of this project, is that you have options. You don't remember the password, Miss Coral? If you want to send me a private message, I could try. I don't know if I can because I have a business account, but I could try and be your friend on Pinterest. I don't know if it will. I don't think it will let me do that though. I think you just have to follow me. It should let you reset your password though. Oh, my watch just told me to take a moment and breathe. I haven't worn this watch in a year. I just found it and charged it today, and I'm not used to it. Carolee said she wears her watch religiously, so much so she has a tan line.
It's like the best thing ever.
She said it's the best thing ever, so we'll see. I used to wear one because of my seizures, and it would track my like it would record my seizures, like when I had them or whatever. I was part of a research program, and they had an app for it, and so I would wear the watch, and then it would track when I had a seizure and for how long. It was really cool. Isn't it cool how technology? Hey, Miss Terry. Hello, Denise Holt Jones. How are you? Okay, so we are taking off the ones that have the paper, and we're just gonna see what they look like without the paper. And you guys can tell me which ones you like the best. I think I know what I'm gonna like the best, but y'all know me pretty good, so bet you know which ones I'm gonna go with in the end. I try to do lots of color, but try as I might, I just don't ever end up doing color. I don't know why, my brain just doesn't. But do you see how much room you get back when you don't use the paper? Quite a bit. Quite a bit of paper. See, the bottom row has, look at that. Do you guys see the difference? This one has no paper. Oh, I'm seeing people following me on Pinterest. I love it. Dana, I just saw your name. It's going in the drawing. Hopping on late. Went thrifting today. Ooh. You got a computerized Keurig for your daughter for $4.99? Wow, that's awesome, Denise. Good evening, Miss Judith. So, do you guys, okay, so hearts for the no paper and thumbs up with the paper. But you guys get to decide when you get it. Like, you can put less paper on it, you can put more paper on it. Sally likes the paper. Patricia likes it without the paper. So, you know, it's up to y'all. And then you have the greenery. So you can take the greenery and do like something like this. If I don't burn myself, let's see. You can put some leaves together. And you can add them like over here. And then you can take your buttons. Where did they go? I know I had some buttons. Because these all come with the kit. And it's on the Facebook page. Let me just add this to the greenery right here. Just like that. And it gives that pop of color. Isn't that so cute? Hello, Patty. How are you? You like both, but you can always use bigger letters with larger frame due to added backing. Yes, ma'am, Miss Karen, you absolutely can. Very cute, Brenda, right? So for me, I like the simplicity look of the no paper and the greenery, and it just gives them more space with this frame. But this is an 8x10 frame that comes with it. Tracy, thank you. You can do other holidays. In fact, Carolee, can you do me a favor, honey? You could put Joy on here. You could put Merry Christmas on here. You could put Noel. You can take, it's easy to detach the twine. There's a Merry Christmas page on my printer or right next to it. Will you grab it for me, please? I'll show y'all a Merry Christmas that I printed off. Sorry, I don't know why I've been so thirsty. What does it mean when you're thirsty? He just hopped on. Thank you. I love it. So you can do it both ways. But look, there's these little tiny Merry Christmases that I could make even smaller for y'all. Have a good night, Miss Tracy. And they could go on here and they would just be mini little tags. Isn't that cute? Oh, mini pictures would be great. I mean, the possibilities. Again, we're looking at a versatile project, right? Big enough can put mini pictures, yes. And thanks for the hearts. I love this, you guys. I love this project. I love that you all have been here tonight. 3 days in, what? 3 days? 4 days. I've been live 4 days in a row, y'all. 4 days in a row. I've made it. I'm so proud of myself. October Road Studio, 4 days in a row. Tomorrow we have another new kit. Hopefully I get to do the porch tomorrow with y'all, the front porch. Excuse me. My kids are starving. They think they're gonna die of starvation, so I need to go make them something to eat. But don't forget, you get a name in the drawing for sharing this video on Facebook. And if you go over to Pinterest and look up October Road Studio and start following the page, I know there's not very much on there right now, but there will be. But we got to get followers on Pinterest, and then it'll start growing, and I'll make boards, and you guys can tell me the boards that you'd like me to start putting on there. You can send me messages over there as well, all the things. So anyway, this is our Hello Fall kit. It is live on the Facebook page. It's $30 and it's free shipping. I know I'm throwing a lot at you guys. Hello, Grandma Linda. This week, but no stress. At the end of the week, if you can pick which ones you really love. You love the Christmas letters? I do too. And I think if I size them down just a little bit more, they would be really cute. So, anyway, and I like this project because it can stand on its own, or it can be hung, or you can even use these and put them on a banner and just use them as minis somewhere. You know, maybe you have a hot cocoa bar or a coffee bar or something for the fall, and you just want to put Hello Fall and use this for something else. That's always a possibility too. You love this, the Christmas kit letters? Don't have a machine to print out any. I'll probably be doing the Christmas letters as we get closer to Christmas, Karen. I'm so glad you did too, Linda. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. So with that being said, short and sweet tonight. You want the kit, Karen? It's on the Facebook page, so you just have to go, as soon as I get off, just go over, click on the Facebook page, go to the shop, and then it will show you the last, so every day for the last 3 days, I've done 3 different kits, and they're all on there right now. Tomorrow will be another kit. Hopefully the piece I'm waiting for will get here. And then Tuesday will be a kit, Wednesday will be a kit, and Thursday is our huge drawing, and we have so much to do still before that. So with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go and make my kiddos something to eat for dinner. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and thank you for being here. If you're watching the replay, thanks for watching and spreading some Hello Falls around. And I'm excited too, Dana. I am super excited. So it's called October Roads Studio, Karen. And then So on Pinterest, it's October Road Studio. All right, everyone have a good evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night.